government and the private sector, facilitating and promoting all ways of growth of commerce and industries in the country. We appreciate your presence as a prospective investor, which shall be instrumental in the whole economic prosperity of the people of Nepal. Your confidence to invest in Nepal will definitely be a stepping stone towards prosperous Nepal. As we manufacturing, forestry, mines and minerals and agriculture, Nepal's demographic advantage provides more than 57% of the population falling within the working age group, which essentially provides capacities to various sectors. Energetic and lower labor cost still makes Nepal an attractive destination for industries looking to optimize production. The strategic location of Nepal between two giant economies of India and China provides access to the biggest consumer market of approximately 3 billion people, nearly 35% of the world population. Nepal's abundant endemic medicinal and aromatic plants, long history of traditional medicine, its international image as a place of spiritual healing provide unique advantages in today's global health and wellness industries. Being ranked Nepal 19th globally in terms of highest remittance as percentage of GDP, it shows a good level of disposable income of its population, hence it drives consumption within the market. Various global platforms have promoted Nepal as a must-visit place, thus showing opportunities in the tourism sector. Global warming and climate change is one of the most burning issues and challenges faced by all of us. As the world is shifting towards zero emission through renewable energy sources, Nepal has a unique competitive advantage to lead the way in harnessing the power of green hydrogen. By embracing this technology, we can not only visualize a greener environment, but also mitigate climate change while following the path of economic growth. Various bilateral agreements along with active membership in different regional and international associations of nations also provide an open, supportive climate for investments in Nepal. We business communities, Nepal is experiencing a socialist-oriented market economy with a strong commitment of all political parties to further continue this and reach newer heights of development by facilitating easy entry, smooth exits, and repatriation of return in the form of dividends. I would also like to remind and think of the initiatives taken by the Nepal government to propose amendments in various acts and regulations to create a better investment conducive destination. Lastly, I would like to conclude by urging all present here to wholeheartedly embrace the spirit of innovation and collaboration and embark on a journey of growth, prosperity, and shared success. Together, let us unlock the full potential of Nepal and make our way towards a better tomorrow. Looking forward to today's session. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me now in inviting the President of Confederation of Nepali Industries, CNI, Mr. Rajesh Kumar Agarwal.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today as the President of the Confederation of Nepalese Industries at this auspicious occasion of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 organized by the Government of Nepal. We are delighted to have the opportunity to be as one of the co-organizers of this prestigious event. Today's gathering marks a pivotal moment in our nation's journey towards prosperity and growth, and I am deeply humbled to address such a distinguished audience of investors, policymakers, and visionaries. Nepal, with its abundant natural resources, cultural diversity, and strategic location, presents a wealth of opportunities for investors seeking to make a positive impact while achieving sustainable returns. From tourism to technology, infrastructure development to renewable energy, education to healthcare, our country offers a fertile ground for innovation, entrepreneurship, and inclusive growth. I extend a warm welcome to investors from around the world, inviting you to explore the myriad investment prospects that Nepal has to offer. Together, let us seize this moment to capitalize on the momentum generated by this summit and translate it into job creation. Nepal's unparalleled natural beauty, including the majestic Himalayan range and diverse cultural heritage, marks it as a prime destination for adventure seekers, nature enthusiasts, and cultural tourists. With a strategic focus on sustainable tourism practices, there is significant room for investment in eco-friendly accommodations, adventure tourism services, and infrastructure development. Nepal, in the realm of IT, has been making strides to position itself as an emerging IT hub in the South Asian region. Nepal's exports of IT services experienced an extraordinary surge, reaching a remarkable figure of $515.4 million in the year 2022. Furthermore, hydropower represents a crucial sector for investment in Nepal, given its abundant water resources and the potential to generate clean energy. This country is endowed with numerous rivers and water bodies, making it an ideal location for hydropower projects. Likewise, Nepal holds untapped potential for investors across diverse sectors, including education, healthcare, tea, real estate, and textiles. I'm glad to share with you all that the government has responded to the requests of the private sector, such as CNI, by amending various laws and regulations. It brings me great satisfaction to recognize and commend the proactive measures taken by the government through recent amendments in a multitude of laws and regulations. These actions underscore the government's unwavering commitment to nurturing a conducive investment climate within the country. As the president of CNI, I wholeheartedly endorse these initiatives and extend our firm support towards their implementation. We are committed to collaborating closely with the government to ensure the successful execution of these reforms. While we have made significant strides, I firmly believe that there is still much ground to cover. I am optimistic that the government will continue to extend its support and foster a favorable environment for investors in the days ahead. Also, please rest assured that CNI is committed to providing unwavering support and assistance to investors seeking to navigate the intricacies of the Nepalese market. In closing, let's seize this moment to drive transformative change and sustainable growth in Nepal. I strongly believe together we can unlock our country's full potential through collaboration, innovation, and shared vision. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. May I now invite for his remarks the President of the Federation of Nepali Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FNCCI, Mr. Chandra Prasad Dhakal.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Ministers, Honorable Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, high-level government officials, excellencies, partners from donor agency, distinguished guests, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and privilege to welcome you to the third Investment Summit 2024. On behalf of the Federation of Nepali Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the entire Nepali private sector, I extend a warm greeting to esteemed guests, dignitaries, investors, and partners from around the world. We are deeply honored by the presence of our Right Honorable Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, an esteemed investor, highlighting the significance of this summit and referring our collective commitment to unlock the Nepal immense potential. Theme for summit, Emerging Nepal, reflect our national vision. We aim to unlock the untapped potential across the various sectors, nurturing the innovation, entrepreneurship, and the job creation. distinguished dignitaries, Nepal offers the diverse investment opportunity across the tourism, infrastructure, energy, agriculture, technology, to name a few. Nepal lies in the that present the unmatched investment potential, the proximity of the two powerful economies, China and India, with the market size of the more than 2.7 billion people. Nepal serves as the gateway to vast market and untapped opportunities. There is a huge opportunity in the renewable energy. The recent power trade agreement to sell the 10,000 megawatt of the energy with the India and the long-term power trade agreement with the Bangladesh, the single immense potential for the hydropower generation in Nepal and trade with the India, Bangladesh and the South Asian markets. In the tourism, Nepal is the cultural heritage and the natural beauty with the modern infrastructure, including airports, road, cable car, theme park, hotels, and resort to welcome the tourists from around the world. Nepal, the land of hills and Himalayas, gods and goddesses, Lumbini and Pasupati and Muktinath has the many opportunity to be tapped. The growing outbound tourists from the India and China present an opportunity for Nepal, beautiful hill station and snow mountain. Agriculture and agro-processing is the another promising sector with the increasing the demand for Nepal fresh vegetable in GCC countries. Nepal diverse the biodiversity and proximity to the market, 3 to 5 hours flight distance to GCC offer the prospect of the product, all weather agriculture product tailored to the demands of the market. ICT is the another promising sector for investment with abundant and the youthful human resource and the vibrant entrepreneurial spirit. Nepal is the emerging as the thriving hub for the ICT business and innovation. Investing in the technical education is the another promising sector for Nepal, giving the significant gap between the demand for the skilled human resource and the availability of the supply. With the many youth seeking the opportunity at the home and the abroad, establishing the technical school would serve to vital prosperity, address the domestic shortage of the skilled labor and help the boost remittance inflow when the skilled worker migrate abroad. Nepal economy has advanced significantly. It is graduating to the developing nation by the 2026. Therefore, the need for the investment remains the pressing. The government has demonstrated the supported from the business-friendly policy and initiative to foster the conducive investment environment. The recent amendment of the 12 laws and the policy and the endorsement of the bilateral investment agreement BIA framework aiming the bringing the foreign investment in an example. This highlight the measure of the facilitate the foreign investment, including simplified the regulation, initiative and infrastructure development. The recent business summit in the New Delhi, Beijing and Dubai organized by the FNCCI in the presence of the Right Honorable Prime Minister has helped to boost the investor confidence and expand their investment into Nepal. On behalf of the Nepali private sector, we assure you our continuous support and the commitment to the joint venture in the all potential sector. I believe in the Nepalese emerging growth story. I am myself one example of what can be done if the Nepal potential tap. So let's seize this occasion to forge the partnership and the chart the path toward the sustainable development and prosperity. Together, let's unlock the Nepal boundless potential and the great brighter future for generation to come. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Solidarity and pledge from the private sector is central to the government, especially given the priority it accords to the center in its periodic plans and policies. We thank all the leaders from the fraternity for their very spirited call to create that synergy. Thank you indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also honored by the presence of the leaders of the fraternity, the region and beyond. It's my pleasure now to invite them as they take their turns to share their greetings to this forum. First and foremost, my pleasure of inviting the lead of delegation from the Confederation of Indian Industries, CII, Mr. Supratim Datta.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Pushpakamal Dahal, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for CII to participate in the third edition of the Nepal Investment Summit. We are honored to share the platform with Right Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Barsamhan Punji. I had a very productive and insightful meeting with you just about 2 weeks ago during the 58th AGM of the FNCCI. Your vision statement for Nepal, the potential that Nepal holds for us, has bolstered the confidence of the Indian enterprise in Nepal's economic potential going forward. The CII, on its part, is a strong believer in the relationship between India and Nepal. Our ties go far beyond trade and commerce. It encompasses development partnerships, robust economic engagement, and also, most importantly, a vibrant people-to-people connect. Today, we have an opportunity to build on this momentum that can explore new avenues of collaboration. India's vast consumer base, advancements in technology, and entrepreneurial spirit can serve as a catalyst for Nepal's economic development. While Nepal's strategic location and natural resources offer immense potential for Indian enterprises to participate in this growth story. From CII, we see many opportunities to work together. To my mind, there are 5 core pillars of engagement which may be captured aptly through an acronym, which I call TRADE, T-R-A-D-E, T for tourism, R for roads and railways and infrastructure in general, A for agriculture, D for digital, and E for energy. Let me spend just a brief few minutes on each of these aspects. Tourism. Nepal's rich natural, cultural, and religious heritages offer tremendous potential for tourism and hospitality in this country. The extensive tourism value chains, which comprises hotels, travel agents, airlines, tour operators, and guides, results in a very powerful economic multiplier, ranking it amongst the highest amongst industry. On this count, it is also pertinent to note that comparable economies like Sri Lanka, Cambodia, and many others get about 15 to 20% of GDP coming from this sector. And that really holds the promise for the tourism sector in Nepal. Indian enterprises, on our part, would be very keen to invest in the development of the hospitality infrastructure in Nepal, and also very importantly in building human capacity to be successful in this very important industry as we go forward. Roads, railways, and infrastructure, world-class infrastructure, as all of us know, is key for development. On the one hand, it is a prerequisite, in a manner of speaking, for boosting economic activity, but it's also, on the other hand, a forced multiplier for job creation and for private consumption. Indian industry believes it can partner Nepal in its infrastructure mission. We would be keen to explore projects encompassing road connectivity, airports, railway networks, intercity highways, and expressways. A for agriculture. Agriculture remains a very significant contributor to the GDP of Nepal. It's about 25%, but importantly, it also contributes 60% or employs 60% of the total workforce in the country. There is significant potential to manufacture and process high-value agricultural goods from Nepal, given its rich flora and fauna and biodiversity in the country. We can go up the value chain through products like medicinal and aromatic plants, pet food, horticulture, honey, tea, coffee, etc., which have all been already identified by the government of Nepal. I think where there's a potential to work together is on investments in seed technology, in agri-tech, in building fertilizer capacity within the country, so that this contributes to enhancing the productivity of the agriculture sector within Nepal. Investments in climate-smart agriculture, in agroforestry, leveraging the power of technology is going to be critical to build resilience in agri-value chains and creating sustainable livelihoods in Nepal. This is very critical, especially given what's happening these days on climate change and the extreme weather events that are now a reality of life. But I think the key point I will make on agriculture is that the economic multiplier of agriculture can be amplified manyfold if you can integrate seamlessly agriculture with forward linkages with value chains in food processing and FMCG categories. And that's what we are actually doing already in the company that I represent, and I talk about that in a minute. I think this can in turn lead to the virtuous cycle of employment generation, of conserving